And this is Network News for Thursday, August 20th, 2020. I'm Odette Campbell. In the news this evening, Annandale leaseholders say they're not owners, they're just managers. Grenadians weigh in on the cost of tablets for public versus private school students. September, the new target date for the opening of Phase 2 of the General Hospital. Grenada puts Canada in its COVID-19 low-risk travel category. Grenadian placed in quarantine in Barbados after testing positive for COVID-19 on his way home. Reports say that he was in transit through Barbados. And in sports this evening, St. Lucia's Zouks take advantage of the Barbados Tridents in a rain-affected day of play in the CPL. And in around the globe this evening, Guyana records 40 new COVID-19 cases and 4 COVID-19 related deaths in a 24-hour period. Further afield this evening, thousands flee their homes to escape California wildfires. We'll bring you the details of those and other stories right after this message. Do stay with us.
Get high making money moves with the NLA's new Aces High Scratch game with 4 chances to win. Beat the dealer's card to win the prize shown. Reveal an A symbol. And just like that, you are automatically a winner. Scratch away to win the top prize of $10,000. Win easy with Scratch. Must be 18 or older to play.
And welcome back. The new managers of Grenada's popular Annandale waterfall attraction site have sought to clear the air on their involvement in the lease arrangement with the government. They've also been outlining how they will enhance the tourist attraction site. Rena Pei has that story.
Zahir Hamid and Fiona Hamid are Grenadian siblings who have signed a 25-year commercialization lease agreement with government to manage the Annandale Waterfalls and Forest Park. The brother and sister explain that they always wanted to venture into the field of tourism. So, when they both heard of the opportunity to manage the popular tourist site, they grabbed it. Zahir and his sister, who was speaking in an exclusive GIS interview Thursday, made it clear that they don't own the waterfall, as the lease they obtained only gives them the right to manage the area.
Okay, so it's a commercialization lease. It's just what it is, basically, it gives us managerial position over the whole site and make sure it's run properly and profitably. Okay. All right, so we don't own the waterfall. The waterfall is ours. And I say ours as Grenadian. Yeah, so we're not taking anything away. We're just adding to the vibe. Adding and beautifying and everything to stick to our natural look as well. So we're not interfering with anything naturally.
The siblings disclose their plans for Annandale Waterfalls, which include the construction of a restaurant and bar. They say the waterfall jumpers and vendors are not left out of their plans.
Most vendors here and the jumpers, I've already spoken to them, being the Sun Hunter stores. We come and we give them an insight of every day. What is the plans? How we plan to have them in our family as well. We're planning to train them and provide the whole Annandale with lifeguard services. So Annandale has never seen a lifeguard before. We have a lot of people swimming. So lifeguards, we're planning to train. Even the vendors up at the thing, we're planning to build private booths, so they will have their own booth. They won't have to no longer pack up their stuff and leave with it. They can leave it in a secure spot right here on site.
The siblings are encouraging everyone to continue visiting the popular falls with their family and friends. For GBN News, I am Rena Pei reporting.
A Grenadian visitor has tested positive for COVID-19 in Barbados. The person, who has been identified as a 38-year-old visitor, arrived on a British Airways flight on Tuesday. The 38-year-old man was in transit to Grenada when he was tested for the viral illness on arrival at the Grantley Adams International Airport. He is now in isolation at Harrison Point, St. Lucie. And the authorities in Barbados say no one will be discharged from isolation today, and so the numbers at the facility have increased to 26. Confirmed cases now stand at 156 and recoveries at 123. That's in Barbados, of course. The Best dos Santos Public Health Laboratory completed 149 tests yesterday. The total number of tests concluded since February now stands at 15,028. And as mentioned, those results are from Barbados, where a Grenadian has tested positive for COVID-19 while in transit to his homeland. In related news, Grenada has taken the decision to place Canada in its low-risk travel category or zone. According to a government press statement, the decision is based on the fact that Canada has had around 14 cases per 100,000 population in the last 14 days. Countries in the low-risk category are those that have less than 20,000 cases per 100,000 population. As a result, health officials in Grenada say they felt that in keeping with their local protocol, this change has become necessary. This means that returning nationals and visitors from Canada are expected to present a negative PCR test result taken no more than 7 days before traveling to Grenada. However, they are not required to be quarantined upon arrival. All passengers will be required to present a health declaration form, a waiver of liability agreement, and a public health locator form upon arrival. In the event that it is thought necessary to do a PCR test on arrival, the passenger will be quarantined in a government-approved facility until the result is available and shows negative. The Ministry of Health says this measure is under constant review and that travel disruption is still possible. It makes it clear that national control measures may be brought in with little notice. Therefore, all concerned are encouraged to continue to check its travel guidance and advisories. And we'll move on now from health to education, where there is heated debate about the price of tablets. And consensus among some listeners is that all children should be considered equal. Those were the sentiments expressed by members of the public on Thursday morning as they responded to the difference in fees apparently for the electronic devices to be used by students. GBN's Beverly Tellisford followed the debate on GBN's To The Point program.
The provision of electronic devices by government for students in public institutions was announced during the Ministry of Education's press briefing on Tuesday. It has been reported that the fee for registration for the tablets for children in public schools would be $50. Meanwhile, information circulating on social media alleged that a fee for students in private schools will be just over $1,000. During Thursday's Good Morning Grenada program with host Blossom Alexis Welsh, concerned citizens called to weigh in on the fees that the students are required to pay, citing discrimination when determining the cost.
The public school students should pay the $50, but the private school children, they should try the parents should try their best and buy their own for them so they don't have to give it back if they have to pay all this money, because I find it's too much. A child is a child, and not because they're going in private school. It's too much. It's just too much. The one they're giving them, I don't know if he go with theirs as them is private. I don't know if they go with theirs, but buy one for yourself, because I find they're discriminating.
You know what I'm saying with the private school, all children is children. If they're giving the private school 1,000, say no. Well, they could have given a little $200.
Well, I think that the people that's asking for this money is too much for mothers that have to do it on their own. Fathers not helping, the mothers not working right now, and they have to find this $1,000. It's ridiculous because they have three to go in high school. If they wait again $3,000, they can't buy the books. The it's so expensive. One book almost costing $1,000. The $50 that they give into the second, the ordinary school, or the primary school. I don't think it's that too too much, but the other schools, the high school, you have 4 or 5 children going in high school, they cannot pay all this money. It is too much for them to pay for this computer thing because if you don't have it, you cannot do the work.
Education Minister Emmeline Pierre told GBN the ministry is in no way responsible for the supply of electronic devices to the private schools and will have no say in the determination of their prices. She made the point that if in fact the fee is over $1,000, this is not surprising, as the cost of a tablet bought personally will reflect same or more, and that government is actually taking up that cost for public school students. The minister reminded the public that while government can implement the fee for public schools, they won't be able to dictate the price for private schools because a private school is considered a business. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Interesting debate. We'll see how that pans out. Still to come from us, hospital promises improved services when the new wing opens in September. They're targeting the opening date for that time. We'll tell you about that when we come back. Do stay with us. This is Network News.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
Life can be unpredictable, and uncertainties can throw everything out of sync. In spite of life's uncertainties, Grenlec remains committed to providing you with consistent, reliable service. Persistent, outstanding balances disrupt your peace of mind and limit Grenlec's ability to provide the service you depend on. That's why Grenlec is urging all customers to bring your account up to date at this time. Please ensure that you pay your bill in full and continue to pay on time to avoid arrears and the inconvenience of disconnection. Call 237 for 24-hour bill inquiries or contact our customer care team urgently at telephone number 237. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Our superheroes are all among us. They don't wear capes nor have superpowers. In fact, they appear to be quite ordinary. They are the ones who provide us with food. They are our farmers, our grocery store workers, our vendors. They are our fishermen. They are the ones who heal us, our doctors and medical practitioners. They are the ones who protect us, our police officers. They are all the other essential workers who make this period bearable. And how can we forget our teachers, dedicated to educating our children no matter the circumstance? To everyone who is doing their part to make sure the wheel keeps turning, Ariza says, thank you.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpack, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize, the ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
And welcome back. September is a new target date for the commencement of activities at the second phase of the General Hospital. However, when that time comes, it will not be accommodating patients' admittance. The media was given a tour of the facility, which is still under construction, as people sort of get a feel of what the different areas would be used for. GBN's Christina John was part of the touring party today.
The administrative staff of the General Hospital will be the first to move into the new wing of the hospital. However, a date for the full occupancy of the entire building remains uncertain. It is expected to be a phased process, as Dr. Carol McIntosh, Director of Hospital Services, explains.
At this present time, it is still under construction, but we are opening up in phases. And as you saw on the tour, a first phase that's going to be opened up is our third floor, which is administration, but also houses our conference room and boardroom. And that area, medical records and finance, will be coming up along with our offices as well. So I would say we're trying for our administration to be able to move in September. So
Dr. McIntosh explains what the new facility will be used for.
The building is built here for outpatient services. So you have inpatient services, that's the General Hospital, the person's admitted. Here are for services that the person is not admitted, but they need medical services. So there's a wide variety. There's clinical services, that's when you come to the clinic and all the different areas. Then there's radiology, meaning that you need an x-ray or do you need an ultrasound, imaging services, that's where this building is for. Dialysis services, that is what it's here for. In addition, laboratory services, so you need your various bloods to be drawn, you want to give urine, a variety of different specimens that would be taken, that's where it's tested here.
At the moment, the hospital official says some equipment will be brought over from the other facility. Some are being upgraded, while others are being sourced for the new wing. The A&E department, which is on the first floor of the building, will be named in honor of the late Dr. Winston Thomas, who provided most of his years of service in that department. The ground floor will be for outpatient clinic, which Dr. McIntosh says will be the last to come in. Christina John, GBN News.
And Dr. McIntosh did mention dialysis, and it has been announced that dialysis treatment can be an expensive undertaking. In a press briefing back in January, the Minister for Health, Nicholas Steele, announced that government was moving to ensure that patients could receive treatment at a lower cost of about $300 to $400. Earlier today, Dr. McIntosh spoke about this as a service the government will provide at the new wing of the General Hospital.
Of course, we're supposed to be getting into 5 units. Once we have completed the area for where it would be, then those will be coming straight in. Lab services is not provided inside, but they draw the blood. But most definitely dialysis is the new services that's going to be provided. That is remarkable. We have dialysis on the site, on island, and we'll be working together. This is not something one or the other. This is to provide as much as we can, because that is a major issue. We hope hope that we don't have to provide a lot of dialysis services because we want the preventative care to improve the treatment of diabetes and hypertension so you don't have end kidney disease. And then there will be shortly within the imaging services being able to provide more imaging services than what we're presently providing.
Other vital services will also be provided.
Has opened up in portion because this is where we're housing the PCR. The PCR machines, which are the ones that are providing our PCR COVID-19 test. So that is an actively run Monday through Friday where they're providing the tests. And once the swabs are done, this is where the testing is occurring. We are opening it up further. Fully, it's still under some construction, as you would see, and then gradually bringing in further services, which would be the blood donors, then we'll have pathology, then it would be chemistry, hematology, serology, and microbiology.
And now we're staying with news of health for tonight's GBN Health. Let's go over to Rena Pear.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grandans, Victoria Street, Brentwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Inside the home, disease-causing mosquitoes commonly breathe in ornamental and other containers, plant pot trays and plates, and plastic sheets. Outside the home, mosquitoes can breathe in drains and discarded containers. The virus that causes dengue fever and Zika are carried by the Aedes mosquito through a simple bite by an infected mosquito. It is easily identified by the distinctive black and white stripes on its body and prefers to breed in clean, stagnant water, easily found in our homes. Senior officer in the Vector Control Unit, Kenny James, is calling on Grenadians to keep their surroundings clean in order to keep down the mosquito population and prevent the spread of mosquito-borne diseases.
In Grenada here, we have noticed a lot of persons storing water in barrels and so on. And we describe these barrels as essential containers because in some areas you would have water shortages and people will have to store the water. We encourage them to do it in a way such that it will prevent the breeding of the Aedes aegypti mosquito. And one way of doing that is by covering your barrel with a mesh or some sort of cloth, clean cloth, so that it would not allow mosquitoes to enter and breed. So we are advising persons at this time to be careful, ensure that the surroundings do not have water holding containers, anything that can collect water, because that would provide a source for mosquito breeding.
James explains that when trying to destroy Aedes mosquitoes, particularly in mangrove and environmental protected areas, which are breeding sites for Aedes mosquitoes, his team uses measures that will not be harmful to the area.
So what we do, we introduce fishes, or what we describe as biological control, like the guppies and so forth, the fishes that you find in the drains, especially in Tantin area, there's a lot of fishes in those drains. We introduce these fishes into those water bodies as mangrove swamps and so forth. However, there might be times we may have to do some treatment.
James says his unit will start their fogging process from Monday, and the schedule will be made public so that people can know when their area will be fogged. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
And Still to come from us this evening, a local supermarket is coming of age and is given back to the community. We'll tell you who that is in the third segment of news. Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Right, let's take a look at what's happening across the islands at this time. We do have a lot of wet weather, and that is helping to fill up our reservoirs. WASA's latest data as of today shows that our current percentages are definitely on the rise from Hollis, Hillsborough and Tobago, even Navet coming in just over 50%. That's its current value. But notice Caroni and Arena Dam is just around 37%. Its long-term average, or where it should be at this time of the year, is at 68%. So every other reservoir across Trinidad and Tobago is doing pretty well, with the exception of just Caroni Arena Dam. So we'll continue to monitor this and see what happens. We do have a lot more rain shower activity picking up. We're only entering the height of the hurricane season right now, and of course the wet season. And there's a lot more wet weather in store for us. Hopefully we'll see our values crossing, even tipping over our long-term averages and getting us back on track to where we should be. But definitely seeing an increase, and that's good news for everybody, right? Because more rain, as I say, is on the way. We are currently tracking tropical systems, 2 tropical depressions, not just one, and we're seeing them developing and pretty much trying to strengthen over the next couple of hours. We'll be monitoring each of these systems because one of the 2 is going to take the name Laura if it develops into a tropical storm. So when we enhance our satellite imagery and take a look at what's really happening, TD13, we saw this one develop overnight. Again, a very strong system. It is forecast to move over the northern portion of the Eastern Caribbean islands. We do have tropical storm watches in effect at this time. Join us on social media to find out what's happening in and around this area. But the big thing to know is that it's not going to be a direct threat to Trinidad and Tobago. So good news for us. Into this weekend, however, when this system pulls north of the islands, and if it develops into a tropical storm or not, we will see our ITCZ, our intertropical convergence zone, being modulated just a little bit, and that could push moisture right into our direction. Trinidad and Tobago, of course, tonight in our yellow circle. Now, further west, we have TD14. This one was a tropical depression that formed earlier today, and we've been monitoring this. It is also forecast to bring in a lot of moisture for parts of the Western Caribbean, so Jamaica into Cuba, over into the Yucatan Peninsula. We could see some more development, and that is likely within the next couple of hours. So either of these 2 systems could take on the name Laura, as I said, and just behind that we could see Marco developing. So one of the 2 names on the hurricane season list, or the Atlantic hurricane season list. Only time will tell what the weather will bring. We're also monitoring an area of interest. X marks the spot. It's not hiding, though, a massive tropical wave off the African coast, and it is forecast to move in that westerly direction. The National Hurricane Center, however, giving this one a lower chance of developing in the next couple of days, but regardless of that, we'll be monitoring it to see where it goes and what it does. Again, I need to emphasize the fact that it is not a direct threat to Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada, and its dependencies, so we breathe a sigh of relief where that is concerned. But locally, we've got tropical wave action interacting with the ITCZ, and that's bringing us lightning and thunder, gusty winds flooding all over the island. And we will, unfortunately, be seeing this kind of weather into tomorrow's forecast. Even from tonight, we still have showers moving across the islands. Even though it's beginning to settle down just a little bit, we'll see that intermittent showery spell. So take note, we continue to get that cloudiness across Trinidad and Tobago. Temperatures not too bad, dropping to the mid-20s. But again, the lightning, the electrical discharges coming into play. When this is happening, guys, I hope you are staying safe inside. Do not venture outdoors. And into tomorrow's forecast, as I said, not a big change happening here between sunrise and sunset. We get that mixture of cloudiness predominantly and a little bit of sunshine. That's going to warm things up, give us our high temperatures into the early 30s. And notice we still have showers and thunderstorms in our forecast because we have lingering moisture from the passage of that tropical wave, and the ITCZ, of course, still very much behind. So for yet another day, have the umbrella on hand, have your raincoat, maybe your boots, and do not forget to look out for the gusty winds and the possibility of streets or flash flooding. Again, a lot of caution happening in and around our wet season. That's what it is. That's what it's here for. So be prepared no matter what comes your way.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight, partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with some light to moderate brief showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides low at 10:15 p.m. and high at 5:10 a.m. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:57. Weather for Friday, August 21st, partly cloudy to cloudy, with some light to moderate brief showers and the possible isolated morning thunder shower. Weather for Saturday, August 22nd, partly cloudy to overcast and breezy, with some moderate to heavy, widely scattered showers and the possible isolated thunder shower. And weather for Sunday, August 23rd, partly cloudy with few brief showers and some fair spells.
It's the craziest summer deal ever from Campbell Bookstore. Buy one, get one free. Deals on notebooks, pens, pencils, glues, crayon, file paper, everything needed for the new school term. Deals also on office supplies. So visit Campbell Bookstore at the corner of Young and Scott Street, or give them a call on telephone number 321-3500 or 420-3507. At Campbell Bookstore, the craziest summer deal is on. It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Supermarket today. Real Value IGA Supermarket keeps the savings flowing when you use your Real Value IGA Supermarket frequent shopper card.
Excuse me, ma'am, do you have a shopper's card? I'm sure.
Real Value IGA Supermarket, where good food begins.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with Tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with Tropical. Can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with Tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with Tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787, or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
How going on, boy? Hey, good old things. Hey, easy. Yeah. Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day. Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service. Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy. Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the best fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
And welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. We know that the news is a little later than normal because of our coverage of CPL action. We're continuing now with a number of community groups which have been set up to continue educating communities across the island about what they could do to stop the spread of vector-borne diseases. This is one of the outcomes of the second phase of the Grenada Red Cross Society's Vector-Borne Disease Prevention and Response Project. Director General of the Grenada Red Cross Society, Cathy Moraine, says a lot of resources went into the project.
The successful completion of the project truly magnifies the power that a community plays in its development and the invaluable resources that exist in every community. Special thanks to the International Federation of the Red Cross through the cluster office in Trinidad for the overall support in guiding the implementation of the project. To our donor, USAID, a heartfelt and resounding thanks for the generous contribution of over $500,000 towards the implementation of the Zika project in the state of Grenada.
And as the project comes to a close, the volunteers are in reflective mode. Two of the volunteers did speak with GBN.
My experience as a volunteer, it was a wonderful experience. I gained a lot of knowledge on the Zika program. We went out in the community, we did cleanups. We also educate persons on the importance of keeping the surroundings clean to avoid persons coming in contact with the Zika virus. So generally, it was a wonderful experience. We had very good persons working along. We had a wonderful team from the Red Cross to start off with, and we had a lot of cooperation from the community to make the cleanup a success.
Very good. I learned a lot from the Zika, doing house-to-house project, and I did first aid training. I did CPR training, and it was nice working in the community. And today I can go out in the community and tell them about Zika project.
And as mentioned, the project has come to an official close. We're moving on to education. Olvin Holas is the 2020 Chevening Scholarship winner for Grenada. He is pursuing a Master's of Science in International Business and Engineering Markets at the University of Edinburgh. The announcement was made today in a news release from the British High Commission in St. George. Holas joins 8 other awardees from across the Caribbean region. The British High Commissioner to Grenada, Wendy Freeman, is encouraging other persons to take advantage of this opportunity when the application period opens next month. Applications for 2021 to 2022 Chevening scholarships will officially open on the 3rd of September and close on November 3rd. And now to some happy news. Real Value IGA is growing of age. The company is celebrating 20 years of serving the Grenadian public, and they decided to give back to its customers today.
From the 17th to the 21st of August, random prizes will be given to more than 100 customers at the Real Value IGA Supermarket in Spiceland Mall, Grandans, as part of its 20th anniversary celebrations. August 20th, 2020 officially marks 20 years since the company's inception. During this week, any customer who visits the supermarket and purchases any item enters into the system, which randomly selects patrons for a prize-winning game. Camelia Brown, the marketing manager at Real Value IGA, explained explained the random selection process.
How it works is that you come to the supermarket, you purchase any item at all, and you get a chance to win. The system will randomly select winners, and once you win, you come outside and you spin the wheel, and you have lots and lots of different prizes to be won as well. Today, we've also selected our winner of our stove promotion, which we've spoken about on the radio, on TV, and everywhere that we could possibly think of. So Kareem David has won the stove, and shortly we're going to speak to him and present him with the stove.
Through a joint promotion with Bryden and Miners, Kareem David of Mama Can St. Andrew walked away with a brand new stove and pot set as part of another of Real Value's anniversary promotions on Thursday.
I would like to congratulate Karim on his wonderful winnings today. We were very happy to partner with Real Value IGA in terms of providing a wonderful gas stove and pot set. So please enjoy and congratulations.
Some of the other prizes to be won are hotel day passes, restaurant and gift certificates, spa services, hamper baskets, shopping vouchers, among others. For GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
I'm certain we're going back to Beverly because she follows those who are doing the click, click, click. And let's see what she has for us in tonight's GBN Eyesore segment.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Clear Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
Featured in tonight's Eyesore are what appear at first glance to be live animals and a vegetable. However, these are simply beautiful, realistic sculptures sculpted by a young man. Featured are sculptures of a pumpkin, a turkey, and some goats. Such talent. You can send in your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
At Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a Communal member? You can join our family today by applying online. At Communal, we see you working hard to ensure that you save, invest, and grow. Communal. Join us today. This will be the best financial decision you have ever made.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Glenwood, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Dreaming of taking a break and escaping to an idyllic, happy place? Well, finding it does not require you to go too far. You already live in paradise. All it takes is for you to go out and discover it. Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique are blessed with a wide variety of accommodation that satisfy any taste and budget. Find the one that suits you and your family and treat yourself while having peace of mind that your health and safety is a priority. Knowing that we have gorgeous waterfalls, stunning beaches, and flavorful cuisine, let's be tourists in our own islands and enjoy paradise at home.
Missing the mass? No, here's an opportunity to win big with the Grenada Distillers Limited. Purchase any specially marked bottle of pure white or special dark for a chance to win. Look out for the Missing the Mass scratch ticket and win prizes instantly. Available at supermarkets island-wide. Prizes include mobile top-up, hydration backpacks, domino sets, shot glasses, Clax Code product, t-shirts, and other Spice Mass merchandise. Plus much more. Grand prize, the ultimate Missing the Mass Clax Code beach line for you and 10 friends. Food, drinks, music, and more. It's the Missing the Mass scratch and win promotion. Clax Code Rum, Grenada's #1 rum.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Well, hello sporting fans, and there is thumbs up for the teams in the GFA Club Championship. They have been commended for their compliance with the health protocols during phase 1 of the resumption. The tournament resumed last weekend with double headers at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Competitions officer at the GFA, Bruce Swan, says the teams were very compliant with the regulations.
I think the clubs adhered to all the rules. We moved the players from the sitting bench and have them in the stands, and they were spaced out in the stands while the coaching staff was field side. And the teams really adhere to those protocols. They adhere to the protocols on entering the building, and I thought it went well.
The competition hits a crescendo this weekend with the hosting of the second series of matches. Swan says everything will have to be laid on the line Saturday and Sunday.
Kind of really energized for the second leg of the semi-final, because now you have Hurricanes 2 goals ahead. Hard Rock has to win by 3 clear goals. If if they draw, then they go into penalty kicks, and Sab Fontenoy on Sunday the 23rd, again they're looking at another thriller. Sab has to win by 2 clear goals, and if they win by 1, then you go into penalty kicks, and it's going to be a competitive match.
And GBN continues to carry the action live on GBN television and on our Facebook page. And moving on to cricket, rain continued to jinx the 2020 CPL tournament being played in Trinidad and Tobago. Barbados Tridents and St. Lucia Zooks found themselves in the stands for extended periods today. James Saunders was in the commentary booth, so let's hop over to the TV6 Sports Desk for a review of how today's action went down and for an update on other sporting developments.
Well, they are whipping boys no more as the St. Lucia Zooks defeated defending CPL champions Barbados Tridents by 7 wickets today in a rain-affected game decided by Duckworth Lewis. Well, the Tridents were restricted to 131 for 7 from 18.1 overs before the rain came. And when the game finally resumed after the weather interruption, the Zooks easily chased down their revised target of 47 from 5 overs, winning with 5 balls to spare.
Barbados Tridents decided to take first strike in their clash with St. Lucia Zooks. Here Johnson Charles played one with aplomb.
Underway straight away.
Upon reaching 35, Charles was caught by Zooks captain Darren Sammy to give Scott Kugelheim the wicket. Kugelheim then got Corey Anderson with a full toss. Roston Chase took a brilliant catch. When Shea Hope was caught by Mark Dial of Mohamed Nabi for 19, it was 64 for 3.
Boundary, and it takes another.
Trident skipper Jason Holder tried to bring some respectability to the innings. Here he nonchalantly cleared the ropes.
This time it goes all the way.
Kesrick Williams had Holder caught in the deep by Sammy for a quick-fire 27.
Distance. Darren Sammy. Well,
Chase was also among the wickets for the Zooks.
Is it out? Is it out? Oh, it is!
Chase finished with figures of 2 for 8 from 2 overs.
Another one!
Mark Dial picked up the wicket of Raymond Reefer in his only over. With a score on 131 for 7 in the 19th over, Barbados Tridents had to end their innings because of rain. And when the action resumed, St. Lucia Zooks had to chase. The Zooks had to get 47 from 5 overs based on the Duckworth-Lewis method, with Rakeem Cornwall and Andrew Fletcher opening the batting. Cornwall was stumped by Hope of Rashid Khan for 14. Najibullah Zadran was next to depart after being caught by Jonathan Carter in the deep to give Reefer the scalp. Khan took 2 wickets in the innings, while Carter held on to 2 catches in the match. Fletcher finished the game in style to end unbeaten on 16. The St. Lucia Zooks reached 50 for 3 in 4.1 overs to win by 7 wickets. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
All right, let's step back in time for a second. And last evening, Guyana Amazon Warriors, they picked up their first points of the tournament when they beat St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. The Patriots are heavily restricted, making 127 for 8, with Kimo Paul taking 4 wickets. In reply, a whirlwind knock of 71 from Shimron Hetmeyer. Well, that took Guyana to victory with 3 overs to spare.
Cricketer. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots were sent into bat by the Guyana Amazon Warriors, with both teams looking for their first win. Chris Lynn and Evan Lewis opened the innings for the Patriots.
A couple of boundaries, Lynn taking off.
Imran Tahir struck for the Amazon Warriors. Lynn played a rash shot and was caught by captain Chris Green for 16. The left-handed Lewis chipped in with 30 runs.
Range of strokes on display.
He was stumped by Nicholas Puran, giving Green the wicket. Pacer Kimo Paul was the destroyer-in-chief for the Amazon Warriors. Paul grabbed 4 wickets for 19, and leg spinner Tahir took 2 for 18. The two made things tough for the opposition. St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots were restricted to 127 for 8 from their 20 overs. In their run chase, Guyana Amazon Warriors lost Brandon King to Sheldon Cottrell for 10. But Shimron Hetmeyer came to the wicket, and he did not disappoint. He played many top shots during his stay out in the middle.
Slightly sure, well, it's goodbye and good night.
Hetmeyer went on to get his second straight half-century of the competition, having first done so against TKR. Skipper Riyad Emrit picked up some quick wickets. Emrit finished with 3 in total, but it was a case of too little, too late. Hetmeyer fell for a top score of 71. Dominic Drakes was the wicket taker.
Another hero maximum.
In the end, Guyana Amazon Warriors reached 131 for 7 in 17 overs to win by 3 wickets. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
All right, it's now time to take a look at what's happening around the world of sport linked to COVID-19. The focus tonight is on tennis, cricket, and football.
We start with tennis. Despite fears of COVID-19, Serbia's world number one Novak Djokovic says one of the reasons he has decided to play the US Open is to help the sport keep going. The 33-year-old is in New York preparing for the Grand Slam event, which takes place from August 31st. A number of players, including Rafael Nadal, have pulled out because of health and travel fears. Switching to cricket. With a number of coronavirus cases rising in the United Arab Emirates, the Board of Control for Cricket in India is warning IPL players not to break COVID-19 protocols. This as the tournament will be played in the UAE from September 19th. A BCCI official says strict instructions have been given to all the players, coaching staff, owners and other members. And in football, it's already known that the Champions League final between PSG and Bayern Munich will be played behind closed doors on Sunday in Portugal. But in France, police have made it clear there will be no fan zones in Paris for the match because of COVID-19. Vinod Narwani, TV6 Sport.
Well, the passing of Sean Lawrence has rocked the Caledonia Clippers basketball team. Manager of the team, Kwesi Antoine, said the team lost their backbone to a heartless act of violence. He hailed Lawrence for taking the team on his back when they were going through a tough period of transition.
So he said, "This is my team now," and you know he took the team by his hand and he carried Italian Clippers for years. You know, and he was instrumental in us. This year when we would have won the North Zone and the National Invitational Tournament, he was very instrumental, you know.
Antoine is calling on the individuals that are perpetrating violence in the community to stop their negative ways. In the meantime, he says the team intends to honor Lawrence by printing his number 35 jersey with every game they play.
Number 35 was his number, so we retire number 35 from Carolina Clippers. So what we will do, however, every tournament we go into, we will print a number 35 jersey uniform and give to the family. And the very next tournament we intend to participate in, number 35 will be on all our jerseys and uniforms.
That's a textbook way to take a catch like that. Well, try it if you dare. Hey, that's it for sport for the team. I'm James Saunders. The Talawas, they ended their innings on 135 for 8. Means that TKR now have to chase 136 for victory. Enough time to catch that game. It's time, that's the end for the team. I'm James Saunders. Catch you later.
And our probe around the globe begins now. We start in St. Lucia this evening, where in an unusual and surprising turn of events, a police officer is on the receiving end of a murder charge. Senior news reporter Choice Amani Matherin brings us the details in this report.
Officers of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force have turned out in a show of solidarity today, Wednesday, August 19th, as one of their own is slapped with a murder charge in connection with a shooting which took place 2 years ago. Officers lined the areas outside the Criminal Investigations Department and the old police headquarters on Upper Bridge Street, silently registering support for 28-year-old Mitchell Vitalis. Vitalis is being charged for the fatal shooting of Ronnie Samuel on August 1st, 2018. Multiple media reports at that time suggest that Samuel was shot by police who gave chase after he allegedly fired shots in a crowd during an event at Grosley. 2 individuals were reportedly injured in that incident. Acting Commissioner of Police Milton Daisy and Police Welfare President Travis Chico addressed the matter during a somber press briefing on Wednesday.
Today is a very sad day for the RSLPF, I must say. We have an officer responding to duty who is now charged for murder. As I have said before, that persons in responding to situations, officers that is, in responding to situations, you have to ensure that any action that you take, you will be able to justify that action. That is the essence of it. And I am hoping that this officer will be able to justify the action that he took on the day.
The acting commissioner has emphasized to the public that the matter was investigated by an officer of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force.
We keep hearing that when police officers are investigating officers, that you would not get results and the case would not go forward. Today, this officer is charged by an officer who was investigating the matter.
Daisy noted that while he understands that the force is empathizing with their comrade, he urges officers to continue performing their duties with diligence. Police Welfare President Travis Chico says the organization must show support to a colleague who has been described as a young and promising officer. The PWA president has called for a swift dispensation of justice.
Currently, we have another officer who's on suspension for similar offense, and it's been 12 years. And the Welfare Association sometimes understands the challenges of the judicial system, but we call our members at this point in time that we should never lose hope on the judicial system, and we must at all times have confidence in the judiciary of the state. Notwithstanding that we believe certain things could have happened differently, but as a welfare association, we are not in the business of making any challenges as it pertains to decisions handed down by the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Chico says the association's principal concerns at this time are ensuring that the officer has the best representation in court and that the issue of bail is resolved within a reasonable time frame. He has expressed confidence in attorney Leslie Mondesi, who will be representing Vitalis. For Choice News Now,
and we'll continue to monitor that situation, as we know it's similar to probably what happened at Guave in Grenada about 5 weeks ago. We're moving on from St. Lucia onto Guyana, where we continue to keep an eye on what's happening there with a continued spike in the number of COVID-19 cases. 40 new COVID-19 cases and 4 COVID-19 related deaths were recorded within 1 day.
And the Ministry of Health this afternoon announced that 40 new COVID-19 cases were recorded today. Out of those 40 new cases, 8 are from Region 1. There was 1 new case in Region 3, while Region 4 recorded 14 new cases. Region 7 recorded 2 new cases, and Region 9 recorded 8 new cases. Guyana recorded 4 COVID-19 related deaths today, taking the total number of deaths to 29. Today marked the deadliest day for COVID-19 in Guyana since the first case was reported back in March. In the past 5 days, there have now been a total of 7 deaths. In a statement, the Public Health Ministry reported that around 9 o'clock this morning, a 43-year-old woman who was a patient in the transitional ward at the Georgetown Hospital passed away from the disease. The hospital explained that upon the woman's admission, a swab test was taken, and the results came back positive today after her death. And this afternoon, the second death for the day was recorded. One of the patients who was in the COVID-19 intensive care unit passed away at around 2 o'clock this afternoon. The 72-year-old man was a patient in the COVID-19 ICU for the past 5 days. And this evening by 6 o'clock, the Ministry of Health reported that there were 2 additional deaths. Those 2 deaths coming from Bartica, a man and a woman, ages 55 and 41. In the 4 cases, the Health Ministry said it has been in contact with relatives and other contacts of the deceased in the effort to do contact tracing and have those persons tested also. With the COVID-19 numbers rising steadily in the past days as additional tests are being done, the Health Ministry said citizens need to be reminded of the need to practice physical distancing and to follow all other guidelines, including the wearing of face masks, to prevent the possible spread of coronavirus.
And we're moving to the U.S. now, where wildfires in California are raging. Hundreds of fires are said to be raging across the state, forcing tens of thousands of people to leave their homes. The state is appealing for extra resources, and firefighters are battling extraordinary conditions, including extreme heat, high winds, and lightning strikes. Al Jazeera's Rob Reynolds reports from Los Angeles.
More than 360 known wildfires are burning the length and breadth of California, with nearly 24 major blazes raging from the wine country in the north to the rugged mountains east of Los Angeles. Thousands of people have been forced to flee their homes.
I could see the red glow and I was hearing explosions.
So hoping they get this thing out before it burns down everything.
In Napa Valley, this resident tried to escape the flames, but instead wound up driving right through them. Hundreds of firefighters are battling the blazes, struggling to contain fires in the San Francisco Bay Area, which have burned at least 18,000 hectares. California's governor has declared a state of emergency, and additional firefighters are being dispatched from as far away as Texas.
What has occurred over the last 72 hours has certainly stretched the resources of this state.
Enormous clouds of smoke mounted into the sky, worsening air quality across the region. The Northern California blazes began with thousands of lightning strikes spawned by unusual dry thunderstorms, hitting on one of the hottest nights of the year. In Vacaville, a town of 100,000 people midway between San Francisco and Sacramento, residents were roused from their beds overnight by police and firefighters and told to flee immediately. An unknown number of houses and other structures have been destroyed. Additional fires are raging on the state's central coast near Monterey and on the outskirts of Silicon Valley. High winds are fanning the flames. A resident of Lassen County caught video of this rare funnel-shaped fire tornado whirling across burning grasslands. California and much of the southwestern United States are in the grip of a brutal heat wave following months of extremely dry weather. Temperatures soared to over 43 degrees Celsius in many areas. Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera, Los Angeles.
What a difficult time. And we'll continue to keep our eyes on what's happening there as well. When we come back, a recap of the main points in tonight's news. Recapping the main points in the news, Annandale Waterfall leaseholders say they are not owners, just managers. Grenadians weigh in on the cost of tablets for public versus private school students. September, the new target date for the opening of Phase 2 of the General Hospital. Grenada puts Canada in its COVID-19 low-risk travel category. And Grenadian placed in quarantine in Barbados after testing positive for COVID-19 on his way home. And in sports this evening, the St. Lucia Zouks take advantage of the Barbados Tridents in a raid-affected day of play in the CPL. Around the globe this evening, Guyana records 40 new COVID-19 cases and 4 COVID-19-related deaths within a 24-hour period. And thousands flee their homes to escape California wildfires. That's the GBN Network News. I'm Odette Campbell. We'll see you again tomorrow.
It's the craziest summer deal ever from Campbell Bookstore. Buy one, get one free. Deals on notebooks, pens, pencils, glues, crayons, file paper, everything needed for the new school term. Deals also on office supplies. So visit Campbell Bookstore at the corner of Young and Scott Street, or give them a call on telephone number 321-3500 or 420-3507. At Campbell Bookstore, the craziest summer deal is on.
Communal, we are adapting to meet the changing needs of our shareholders and members. Times are changing, and with the changing times comes a whole new way to do business. Our parents may have done their banking a different way. Communal's state-of-the-art online banking and international debit card allows members to do business with great ease. It's like literally having a branch in your very own hands. Need a loan? Apply online from the comfort of your own home anywhere in the world, and your request will be dealt with remotely. Want to transfer between your accounts or another shareholder? No No wait time for transactions to update. Voila! Who needs receipts when you can receive them via e-statements on your mobile device and save the environment? Not a communal member? You can join our family today by applying online at